We are closing in at the end of the season here with just 3 races left to go. And this week we are visiting the ever so popular tight and twisty Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. And right now I'd like to introduce Lexi, my co-host.
Buenos tardes.
That's right. Good evening, because this race is taking place towards the end of the day. And we are going to start setting this up, and there's a pretty big field today. So let's go over the race information. That's you, Lex.
Yeah, so it's 75 degrees, which is perfect since it's summer. 55% humidity should be 0. Partly cloudy should be 0. And 4 miles per hour.
All right, track length is just under 3 miles, but we got some pretty quick laps going around here. It's a very flowing track with not a lot of stop and go corners that you normally see. So it's one of the perfect European tracks. It is a little tight and it's very hard on the left front tire with all the right-hand corners going on. So let's get right to the grid because we have a special start for us today. So right off the bat, Michael Cochran again with another fast lap time, a 140.7 to grab another pole as he is up there. And Andrew Gatorick has grabbed second place, which is, I think, a first for him as well. And Justin Hall in third, Daniel Ciro in fourth. Jesse Olsen couldn't find the time that he normally has out front in fifth place. Should we have fun watching him move up to the front. The other Justin Hall is back from the other league in sixth place. Seventh is Dean. Eighth is Zane Plumley with a decent start, decent qualifying time. Bob Blucher in 9th, Justin Barrera in 10th, Kevin Medina in 11th. He's moving up and getting some speed. Nicholas Vincent is in 12th. Tom Jessen in 13th, Bjorn in 14th, Chris Wells 15th, Banana Man in 16th, Eric is 17th, Andrew Welsh is 18th, Bobby Ricky, which is a computer, beat out Mac Jackson for 19th place, who is starting on 20th. All right, so let's get down to some of the action as we are about ready to start. I need to find the right one. Oh, that's not the right one I wanted. There we go. All right, it's a standing start as we go through here. As Zane Plumley takes a quick inside line, gets a jump on everybody, making a whole bunch of spaces right through here as he's pulling up on Daniel Ciro as everyone's starting to fan out. So normally we do a rolling start, but this one we decided to do a standing start and just not for anything changed. Oh, everyone grabs up, but no harm, no foul. Nobody hits each other. That's unbelievable. Oh, I take that back. Looks like I think that was in the yellow car. That was Jesse tagging a little bit back, part of Daniel Ciro. As the first 4 is Michael Cochran, who's already getting out there in the lead as they start out on cold tires without any warm-up stops. Andrew, you can see those hot dog flames all the way up here in the chopper mode with Justin Hall, Suddy in third place. Zane Plumley finds himself in fourth place. Can't believe it. That's actually a miracle and a half, but it's really just because of that launch. And already Jesse Olsen is on his tail looking forward. So let's check more towards the back of the pack and see what everyone else is doing. So as they're coming through the corners through here, Chris Wells keeping it clean like he always does. Oh, and there's Zane Plumley off, so it wouldn't, that Cinderella dream wouldn't last very long as they're starting to go through the top of the hill. And as they come along the rise, this is one of the back straights as you get to the historic part. So if you've seen this track before, there's usually that 90-degree left-hander right there, which is really tough, so we decided to use the historic one. All right, I've talked enough. Lexi, what about you? What do you got?
Go back to yours. So, what is with that picture?
That picture is the morning of one of the Champ Car 14-hour races at Daytona. I was the crew chief for Turbo Fox Racing, and I was very happy that it was race day and I got my coffee from Racetrack.
Okay.
All right. Can we go back to the action?
No.
No? All right, so here is Andrew and Justin Hall battling out for second place as Michael Cochran is getting away with a big, gigantic lead as he's out there. Let's move in a little bit closer. What do you think?
Sure.
There we go.
Why are there X's on the track?
When people have spun. So when they spun and they spin around, it makes like helical X's.
So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So one guy spun a lot, yes.
Not one.
It was probably me.
No, you were in 4. Where? Oh, where'd you go?
Yep. All right, so let's check in on Justin Barrera, the other Ford GT that is in the race, giving chase to Bob Blucher, who had a great start as well. He qualified 6th, and now he's he qualified 8th, and now he's up to 5th place as these guys are going nose to tail. But let's talk about the big one. You first, Lexi, and then I'll go back to this.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Eric has moved up 10 spots since the start. Yeah, there he is, Mr. Chicken Legs. He has moved up 10 spots since the start of this race. And Kevin Medina had also a great start. He is up into 8th place. And sticking around with that package, he's got Justin Hall, who's also in one of the BMWs. And right behind Justin is Tom, followed by Dean. And he got mixed up a little bit. Michael Cochran throwing down a 141.2, and no one else is in the 141s right now. Oh, wait, Jesse Olsen is. There he is, a 141.8. I spun.
Really?
Yep. I spun into the kitty litter.
Ew.
Not that kind. It's what they call all the gravel to slow the cars down. All right, Matt Jackson starting to get some pace with a 144.8, keeping it nice and safe towards the back of the pack. All right, as we get a shot underneath the bridge. I love that shot. That's a cool shot as they go once that up. Eric, who didn't get a lot of time on this track, has taken advantage of, I guess, some other mistakes by other people, and he is the leader of the freight train right now, coming through this whole area.
And Bobby Ricky is out. Oh, can I go to the...
Well, Bobby Ricky is the computer.
Oh, yeah.
It's the streaming computer.
So he's always... Oh, yeah, he's a man, but he's alive. We can say he's dead.
Well, no, I mean, it's on. It's live.
No. Okay, so how about I go down the leaderboard?
Why don't you go down the leaderboard?
Okay. In first place, we have Michael Cabran. Oh,
Michael,
Cochran.
yeah, there you go.
Second place is Andrew Favorite.
Yep.
Third, and Michael Cochran made a worldwide record.
Fastest lap of the race.
Yeah. And third place, Justin Hall, Studio.
Sooty. That stands for the first letter of shut up and drive it.
Oh, shut up.
Drive it.
No, drive. Okay. And fourth place, Jesse Olsen. Fifth place, Bob Bleacher. Sixth, Justin Herrera.
Yep.
7, Eric Lindsay. 8, Kevin Medina.
You got it.
9, Dean Dibdall.
Yeah.
10, Tom Jessen. 11, Bjorn. 12, Daniel. 13, Chris Wells.
It's not Charles.
14th, Banana Man. 15th place, new guy.
He's not a new guy anymore.
What, has been a year? 16th place, the most awesomest guy in the world, Zane Plummer.
Who's that?
You.
Oh, okay.
You know. 17th place is Justin Hall. 18th, Andrew Windshield.
Welch. Hey, at least it was car related.
Yeah.
Speaking of windshield, looks like Banana Man went off. Oh, look at that. He blew his nose right off the front of that car.
Wait, what?
There's no nose on it. There's no nose. The whole front of the car, the front bumper's gone, everything. So he'll be going into the pits.
Okay, where was I? Andrew Windshield.
Welch, as he is on screen right now. Also, he's going topless today, so it must be a nice, beautiful day in Barcelona.
Oh,
Yep.
And backless.
And backless. I'll tell you what, he's running around all sorts of naked.
Oh. So, 19, Nicholas, Vincent, and 20, computer.
Perfect. Nicely done.
That was way too long. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. All right, here's some Tennessee teammates going at it right here as they're going through the first set of S's. That's turn 2 and 3. And again, we're talking about how the front left tire is just completely abused on this track with so many of the left-hand corners. I'm sorry, right-hand corners everywhere. Pretty good livery though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, just giving a shout out to Matt Jackson right here. Trying to still come to grips. He got a setup, I believe, that Michael was using, who is the leader out in the Audi this week. So he's doing pretty well. Oh, there goes Zane Plumley again. Oh, he just stopped for a quick donut.
Wait, that's your car?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Wait, what happened to our anniversary?
Well, the anniversary was last week.
Well, then why can't we just have it this week?
It's back to Tennessee time.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Tennessee region won the Team Cup last week. So hoping to pull off another victory this week.
I thought that that was Eric or Andrew's car.
Nope, that was mine.
What is that? Oh, Justin Hunt. Well, why is he wearing pink?
Because he likes to switch it up. Yeah, he's giving chase to Jesse Olson right now, less than a second back for fourth. Jesse must have got around him when we weren't looking or talking about somebody else. Matt Jackson is still putting down some fast lap times for him. Banana Man's in the pit, and Zane Plumley's in the pit. Ask me why Zane Plumley was in the pit.
Because he is having some donuts and coffee.
No, but ask me why Zane Plumley was in the pit.
Because he's eating some
No,
donuts.
just ask me.
Oh, why is Zane Plumley in the pit?
Because he forgot to put gas in his car after qualifying, so he only had enough for 5 laps, so he had to stop early.
Oh, so now he's in there forever?
No, he'll be back out.
Well, you mean you will
There
be
he
back
goes.
out.
See? Ta-da!
How is he there? There's even a pit car. Pace car. So why is he in there? Did he have a crash?
Nope, just had to get gas before it ran out. So these guys still running nose to tail. Look how close Justin Barrera is keeping on the back end of that Lamborghini driven by Bob who?
Bob Bleacher.
Right? And I wonder if he's using that as a, much tighter line out of the Ford than the Lamborghini. What you got?
Ask me who is eating so many donuts, a triple dozen donuts with coffee.
Who's eating a triple dozen donuts with coffee?
Mr. Donut Man.
Who's that?
Letter.
Oh boy, you made to think about that one before you finish up there. All right, so something happened to Bjorn. Oh, he went off, but it looks like he's okay.
His car.
Doesn't look like anything happened to his car, and a little bit of damage, not much. He's back at it, up to speed. So you're saying the guys that were in the pit,
pace car.
the pace car actually went to go get donuts and coffee. Yeah, I mean they don't really work too hard in these races that we have. They, once they lead the parade lap, they just kind of go in and do whatever they want to do.
Can you get me some, not coffee, but maybe some chocolate milk pace car?
Probably.
Oh, and a triple dozen donut. Oh, I just heard a crash. Check.
I don't see anybody in red. So you see the numbers over here on the left. If you see red on the number, that means they went off track.
Oh, what about green?
Green means that's who we're watching right now. So now we're watching Bjorn.
Oh, who's the guy with the sloth?
Hold on, let me get him.
Sloth mode.
I was looking for him in the front, but I know that he had some issues in the first couple turns.
Is that
So he's
space?
the final frontier
Wait, what?
to boldly drive where no Mercedes had been driven before.
Say Hades?
No, Mercedes.
Oh. Hades!
Yeah, sometimes when you drive it, you feel like Hades.
Oh.
Man, he is definitely giving chase. Look at that on the back of Tom. Looking for the inside, but Tom is defending. Looks like a pyramid going through there. Everyone wants to keep defending the inside, defending inside. Nicholas putting in some good time. Justin Barrera got past Bob Blucher going through, but this freight train right through here being led by Eric still has not really changed too much. I was wondering if anyone's going to do some over-unders with the pit fuel strategy because the pit window is open. And we'll see if somebody wants to get out of some traffic and maybe find some clean air after a pit stop that they'll take all the way to the end of the race.
We are one lap away from what?
I don't know what.
Halfway.
Man, that's so quick. Almost. Yep.
I'm drinking some
Oh,
coffee
Banana Man
right
went off again, unfortunately. Man, he's having a rough race.
I'm drinking some chocolate milk right now. So, how about I give out some points while you play with Bobby Ricky?
I don't know. Bobby Ricky's pretty good. He'll probably beat me on a good day.
Oh, yeah, because you don't own Bobby Ricky.
No, that's Eric's computer.
Eric? What? Okay, so...
Whoa, Tom Jensen had to get out of the brakes real quick. Sorry about that.
No,
just so he didn't have to hit Kevin Medina, who's also still holding down 9th place. A great job for him this week. He's keeping it on the tarmac and out of the gravel traps. So there we go. So there he goes with the over-under. Set that new shot up. I like that one.
Cool. So I'm going to give out some points if you want to do it. Then. So let's see. We have chicken legs here. Mr.
Yes.
Chicken Legs. A little smoke. So the lights are on.
But nobody's home. It's a song.
Okay. And the points I'm giving out is Narnia.
No, that's not a point. That's a place.
Oh, wait, how do you know?
Because we've all seen the movies and read the books.
Okay. Cassie's probably the only one who's read the book.
Yeah. Speaking of Cassie, where's the snacks?
Oh yeah, Cassie! Where are the snacks?
She hasn't brought us snacks since like the second race.
Yeah, and the second race was on our first day. You know,
Not
me
quite.
and you.
Yeah, the second race. Yes, the second race was the first time that you did a broadcast with me.
Yes, and I was so embarrassed because I was like, drum roll, please.
So
Puppy!
this is probably your 40th or 41st broadcast.
If anything. So, halfway, and I'm now giving out 10 points.
Yep.
Ba-ba.
All right, here is the chase to go down in the first corner between Jesse and Andrew locking in. And who's going to go deeper and who's going to defend? Looks like Jesse got the better of that one. Not sure if Andrew wanted to, kind of take things a little bit safe as he wants to continue. So Tom Jensen, Tom Jessen ducks into pit lane. And Bjorn goes by, having a great race, bringing himself into the top 10 right now. Andrew Welsh looks like he went off. He sure did, having a rough time with that Black Rifle coffee. Is it coffee or just Black Rifle? He might have some suspension damage on that Ferrari. So Matt Jackson hits pit lane. And Banana Man got his car fixed.
But, he was missing the top and...
He sure is.
That's hilarious.
All right, and there is Michael Cochran,
I thought
who
that
is
was you.
still out front. Nope, different car, same paint job, because we're all on the same team.
So,
Yep, he has a almost 7-second lead. So he's coming around to the first corner. How about we ride with him? Does that sound good?
sure, yes, of course. So, Michael he's in like first place, which is like a so amazing.
Well, Michael Cabrera is Banana Man, who's out there on the front of the screen. Yeah, this is Michael Cochran. Yes, there goes Banana Man.
What if wait, did I say Banana Man?
No, but you said Michael Cabrera, which is Banana Man's real name. Yep.
No kidding.
Yep.
His name is Banana
So you can see here why that left front tire is going to get so much stress throughout this racetrack, because it's the amount of rights and braking under rights is just loading that outside tire so much. It is interesting, you know, if you need to take it easy on the right-handed, you can push a little harder in left-handed, knowing that the right side tire is not as heated up or stressed out as the right side is. So you get a couple corners here, you can push just a little bit. So Michael taking it nice and easy, just barely getting up on those curves, using every bit of racetrack as you can as they go up the hill, almost to the highest point here, which is a blind, another right-hand corner for the back straight. He might get into fifth gear. Yep, there he goes. And jamming on the brakes, probably for a second gear corner right through here. And I say probably just because he has a different gearing setup than the Ford does that I'm used to.
Heck, throw away those other points and let me tell you, 11 points. Or you can count that up then another rate.
Sounds good. And there is one lap of Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya.
Oh,
All right, Bjorn still hanging on to a top 10. Oh no, what happened to Mr. Matt Jackson? He's mowing the grass. Yep, we should tell. Yeah, we should tell Matt that, you know, mowing should be kept for Saturdays and Sundays, and not on Wednesday nights. So you can see him, he's actually being very patient as everyone goes through. He didn't want to take out anybody's race, so it's great sportsmanship there, as much as I'm sure he'd want to be on the track racing all those people, but he gave up some spots just to be safe and not hurt anybody else. So thank you, Matt.
Why everyone to 13 crashed, and now they went to the pits, and now they're out.
No, red means they're a lap ahead.
A lap
And
ahead.
yeah, of the person that we're watching, and blue is a lap behind.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
someone is, I don't know where it's at, but I'm going to go ahead, if it's okay, to see how many people, which person went down and which person went up.
Okay, so you're talking about the Shake and Bake? The Shake and Bake Award?
Yeah, well, that's for the end, but just for now, no prizes now, but the highest person so far is Eric
Lightsky.
Latsky. and the lowest person,
That's the person in red with the highest number. They've lost the most places.
yeah, we'll have to go, because we'll have to see how it goes, because there are 2 8s. And that one of them is Justin Hall, probably the shooting Randy guy. Two-handed Randy.
Yep.
When are you going to take that off? Have you stopped celebrating yet?
No, he hasn't. Maybe he's giving his pets a break.
What?
His pets a break.
Of what?
Not having their picture on the screen every week.
Because they're like, I don't want to be famous anymore.
Yep. All right, so we're at the closest race on the track right now, as you can see by the interval number being something other than white, as Justin Barrera takes a ton of curb going through the original S's, and that Lamborghini is definitely hooked up. But these two cars do have their strengths and weaknesses.
7 more laps till this is over.
Yep, I know, these races go by so quick. I know everyone keeps telling me we need to make longer races.
A half an hour is long enough.
Well, 20 laps is not quite half an hour, but it's a little bit over in some of the races. But the next 2 races that we have on the schedule, so we are in week 10 right now of 12, and the next one is at Spa, which is a pretty decent sized endurance track, just over 4 miles. And then our season finale, which is going to be at Le Mans, but it's only going to be, I think, 15 laps. So that's going to be the last one that we have for the year. So we're hoping to see a lot of people come out for that one and celebrate. I know the championship is pretty single-handedly being held right now by Jesse Olsen, but there are other contenders to get into 2nd through 5th.
Lap 14, so we have 6 more laps to go.
Yep, it's getting there.
It is going by super quick, but everything's going to be okay. So now we have 14 points, so that would be, wait, 22.
So while she's counting on her fingers and toes, you're going to take your shoes off there.
Oh, I should.
There's Eric going a little bit wide and allows Kevin Medita, who's doing a fantastic job this week, keeping it clean and keeping the racing nice and close. And he's our new glitch guy. He's our new Blinky.
Blinky.
Yep.
And now I need to count that all over.
So he's looking towards the inside. How is this going to play out? Duel breaking into the first one. Eric clamps on the brakes, and so does Kevin as they both go through. But Eric goes a little bit wide, and Eric is, whoa, there goes Bjorn. Bjorn's going to try to mix a three-way battle as they go through these S's, and there's only one win, one way out. Oh, man. So we're going to start calling him Captain Kirk, because he keeps teleporting to other places on the track and then coming back.
36 points in all.
took her a while to get through that one.
Yeah. It's summer, so I'm forgetting every single thing I know. I'm pretty sure that's what I do every time.
Yep, so here's a view inside of the Lamborghini, driven by Bjorn. And again, one of those things I keep talking about all the time, I love to watch Bjorn when he's following people in traffic. That's a special skill that he has. That's something I need to work on as well to be able to get much better at. So studying him will definitely help. But he is definitely giving chase and seeing how this is going to play out for him.
Now I have to count 15 more.
Why 15 more?
Because it's lap 15 and now we only have like 5 laps to go.
Yep, we're getting there.
Okay, so
It's a small track. It is pretty fast. All right,
51.
Bob Blucher is jumping into the pits. So he's doing his fuel stop. And look at these three guys all going into the pit at the same time. I love the shot. Look at that. I love that. That was fun.
What? So all three guys are going in the pits, going for some donuts while they fix the car. But then their coffee would spill in their car because the ghosts are literally lifting up their cars if they need to change the tires. So I'm talking so fast and never.
I don't think they're going to go for any tires. Great stop by these guys.
Let's just see if they lift the car.
And Eric is out first, followed by Bjorn. Oh, and they're all going at the same time, and Bjorn gets out. Bjorn actually leaps a spot into the pits.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yep, and there he goes as we have, I think that's Justin Hall, yep, coming through there and letting these guys race. Definitely doesn't want to get tangled up as he gets another spot out in front. So his tires are probably a little bit warmer as the other guys cool off just a wee bit when they were sitting in the pits, and Justin is still moving out.
I'm just get rid of all the points because I don't want to count anymore. And now you have 6. Now you have 1,600.
Whoa.
No, that makes a million, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep, Jesse Olsen jumps into pit lane, which allows Andrew to move up and Justin to move up, but I don't think those guys have pits yet. So how about we check the pit strategy?
No, you only have 16 points.
There we go. So looks like Jesse being in the pit lane now. The other three guys have not pit.
So, oh wait, Jesse. Oh my goodness, Jesse. Oh my goodness.
What?
She's in.
Oh my goodness, do we have to go through this again?
No, I'm so sorry.
He's gonna reach through the screen and slap me one day for allowing you to say that.
Well, it's not your fault. It's my fault. You should come all the way down to me and slap me right in the face.
I don't think he would do that.
Why not?
Because he's not that type of guy.
Oh, go ahead. Come and slap me.
Okay, there's some more happenings on track. So these two have been stuck together for a majority of the race between Bob Blucher and Justin Barrera. Bob having a great race out here, holding down 5th place. And Justin keeping it real tight. You can see, again, where the Ford and the Lamborghini, have different strengths and weaknesses. And, the types of corners as well is what allows them to, have this recording effect of, you can see where the Lamborghini was great coming out of the corners, but the Ford's pretty good on the brakes. So he'll be able to close that up again, as hopefully we'll start seeing here one of these corners So to prove my point of that's how it's going to go. So Justin also does a lot of oval work. So he was in the Indy 500 last week, ran a couple races throughout the weekend. And one race he ended up in 5th, and another race he ended up in 2nd. Probably could have taken the win, but the race ended on a caution flag, so there was no green-white checkers opportunity for him to get into first place and take the win. But nonetheless, amazing effort by him and his crew chief Nicholas for those races. So Nicholas was also in those races, but didn't fare quite as well, unfortunately. But Nicholas will keep trying, and he'll get right back up there. All right, so here we go on the front straight into turn 1. Pretty even through there for these guys. Now coming on lap 17, these tires are starting to lose grip just a little bit, but not quite too much to the point where it's going to slow them down. Lap times are probably falling off by a second for most people. Whoa! Justin gets in there really deep, almost takes out the back end of Bob. And Daniel is starting to make up some time on these guys as well. So maybe they're going to make this a 3-car battle. You start to see the lights now showing up on the track more as we're heading past sunset, but we'll have this race done before it gets dark, no doubt. All right, who else there? Eric has dropped back. Oh boy, something happened to him. Must have been on track because Kevin did get by, and Justin Hall fell back a little bit as he was in the mix with these guys, so they split up. Bjorn got by all these guys and has taken off. Now he is in the top 10 and 3.5 seconds clear of these two, still battling it out.
That picture of Eric's feet would be a good picture for him if he's upside down.
Well, he is upside down. You can turn the monitor the other way.
No, I mean if the car's upside down at a donut party.
I don't know, a lot of people haven't been doing donut parties lately at the end of the race because they know that sometimes their incident points will actually kick them down a couple laps, and they lose their point of what they fought so hard in the race for, because we've kind of made it where, you know, incidents after a race, if you want to mess around, great. If you don't, we're not going to change the standings and the points every week, trying to figure that out and moving all the points around from everybody for a celebration. So a lot of people just do some quick donuts by themselves. A lot of guys just kind of pull over to the side and jump back into the pits, and Chris Wells drives all the way around the track and goes back to the pits. Speaking of Crispy, there he is. Haven't talked about him much. He always likes to drive a clean race, and unfortunately I think he is only showing a 1X right now, so he's going to lose out on the bonus points he normally gets for driving the cleanest race. But there are some people that do not have any incident points. I think Justin is one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. Oh, here goes Bob. So we got Bob and Daniel. Wow, Daniel saw him through there. We missed the pass. What happened? Somebody, I think Daniel ended up hitting the back. Oh man. We're gonna have to do this one. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh.
We'll have to
Bummer.
do
Daniel,
it
I think Daniel, I don't know if he was, what was going on right there, braking zone or something, but bummer for Bob. He was definitely rocking, you know, 5th place in there. So he's collecting himself and getting back on track, and hopefully he doesn't have any damage he's got to go into the pits for. I don't have any way to tell if these guys get any black flags in order they have to take pit repairs or not, but the car looks okay. What you got, Lex?
19 points.
19 points or 19 laps?
19 both.
It's a 19 kind of day.
No.
There's a song called 19 by Paul Hardcastle.
19.
No, 19. Yeah, it's a pretty sad song. Anyway, Yeah, Eric might give me props for that one if he does know that song, but he's definitely a lot younger than I am, so we'll see if he knows what I'm talking about.
Is he have pineapple?
It looks, I don't know, it looks like an air filter.
What?
It's a man filter. I don't know, or
Oh, it's a mana filter.
well, better than a dog filter.
Isn't that the thing?
A cat filter. It's a man filter.
A mana filter?
No, there's no A, it's just man. Man, there's a lot of N's there.
Man.
No, not a sheep filter.
No, that's a goat.
Oh, well, they sound the same.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, man. All right, Jesse Olsen throwing down his fastest time of 1:41.4. 8 seconds back from Michael, who is just out there on cruise control on the
White flag.
lap. Nicely done. Yep, do you want to go through the leaderboard here real quick?
Okay, Michael, Jesse, Andrew, Justin, Daniel, Dean, Bjorn, Tom, Kevin, Eric, Crispy, Justin.
3 Justins.
Wow. Zane Plumley, Popelicha, Banana Man, New Guy, Nicholas, and 2 Andrews. Andrew Windshield, and Bobby Ricky,
Yep.
who is a computer.
Awesome, thank you very much.
And 5, 20, 19, 30. Oh, no, I just said the 30. Okay, I'm going to count down because the thumb's there, but if you want, go ahead.
Yep, I will. So it's just, I want to give a little shout out here to Nicholas. I know he had a rough night tonight, but he's using those chrome green wheels this week as opposed to his fluorescent neon ones, which are pretty cool. So I just want to give a shout out. He didn't quit and definitely have to, whoa, definitely don't want to quit after that one. He is, finishing the race despite what happens. And there is Michael Cochran coming through with the win, 8-second gap and crossing the finish line right.
Checker flag.
And he's got the lights flashing in celebration. Congratulations, Michael. That makes it 2 in a row for him. He won last week and he won this week.
Street.
I'm dry mouth. Jesse Olsen in third. Jesse Olsen in second. Andrew in third. I can't keep up. Justin in fourth. And there's quite a big gap back to these guys right here as they're getting towards the last couple corners. And wow, look at the damage on that Mercedes from the impact coming in with Bob. Maybe that's hurting him to be able to get by. But Justin comes through in 5th place, Daniel in 6th, Dean right behind them in 7th. Great job. So Bjorn, look where Bjorn's at. Bjorn's in 8th place. That's probably his best race that he has this entire season. So congratulations to him. Tom with a 9th place. Very nice car. And Kevin, another, I think that's his second top 10 for Kevin. So congratulations. I think he's finally getting a hang of
Kevin can drive?
Yeah. He's finally getting the hang of this thing. Eric in 11th. Let's see, there's your donut party.
Oh, there we go. So, may I, do you want to go with Zane Plumley? Or can I,
Chris, I guess, has already gone back to the pits. Where's everybody at?
There's you holding your car.
There we go. Yep, and Zane Plumley crosses the line last in 14th place.
I'm going to talk a lot now.
You're going to talk a lot now?
No, not really. Okay, so we have checkered flag. Everyone has crossed. Andrew Windshield is out. So, oh no, I just forgot everything.
Oh, no. All right, well, there's your results as I went through as they did cross the line there. So, again, congratulations to Michael Cochran for another win for the Tennessee Region SCCA group that we have. Jesse Olsen in second, coming back from 5th on the grid, which was great for him. Andrew in third. It's a good podium for him as well. And Justin Hall, for the first time in a long time, unfortunately not on the podium, but I'm sure that will not last long as we're going to come into some very important races the next week. Justin Barrera, I think his best finish into 5th, getting back into the series, and glad to have him back. And Daniel having some issues up front, finishes about where he normally does, between 4th, 5th, and 6th on that. So Dean 7th, Bjorn 8th, Tom 9th, Kevin 10th, Eric in 11th, Chris in 12th, Justin in 13th, the other Justin Hall. Zane salvages a 14th after a few spins and some bad timing, not putting fuel in the car. Bob in 15th, unfortunately, was holding down 5th and ended up 15th. Sorry for him. Banana Man had a wreckful night, unfortunately, in 16th. And Matt Jackson was spinning like a ballerina in a lot of corners in 17th. And Nicholas also had some damage as well, coming in some corners. So thank you to everyone for tuning in to us. And please join in next week as we are at Spa, as we're starting to close up the end of the year. What else you got to say?
Go on YouTube and type Morton Sports Car Club, right up there, iRacing League, and then go on Facebook, the Facebook page, and check out who wins.
The Lexi Car Dress Up Award.
Oh yeah, and no one wins the shake and bake.
Right.
We've got ties in both things, red and green.
Yep. All right. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.
Adios, amigos.